Ooh, a map. Oh, by the way, welcome back. Yo, what's up? The continent of Teleus. Blessed by the goddess, to the northwest lies the land of Crimea, home of the Grail mercenaries. I read that incorrectly. There was a period there. My bad. Without warning, Crimea's eastern neighbor, the Kingdom of Dain, launches an attack on Crimea's capital city of Melior. Yeah, that's Navasa, the Dain capital. Good times. Ike leads a handful of mercenaries to Melior to confirm Soren's news of the attack. En route, they happen upon a young woman, unconscious but unharmed. Fearing for her safety, they take her to their stronghold. I just noticed a little thing, the little icon is a medallion. Heh. When she awakens, the woman gives her name as Elincia and lays claim to the title of Princess of Crimea. She relates a sad tale of her flight from Crimea and of her parents' murder at the hands of Ashnar, King of Dain. The Grail mercenaries answer Princess Elincia's plea for help and agree to escort her to the Kingdom of Gallia. Located to the southwest of Crimea, Gallia is home to the Laguz, a race quite unlike Ike and his fellow Bjork. Crimea and Gallia have long struggled to overcome their differences. In recent years, the two kingdoms have done much to ease the prejudice between the Laguz and Bjork factions. Their combined efforts have forged a bond of trust and friendship that may yet overcome years of intolerance. It's hard to overcome intolerance. Ike and company escaped the Dain army, abandoning their longtime base. From there, they begin the long march toward Gallia. Their task clear and their destination far, they slip into an ocean of trees. Chapter 6, A Brief Diversion. In the Japanese version of Path of Radiance, I believe those map segments are narrated just as they are in Radiant Dawn. But they didn't do that for the localization. They did, however, for Radiant Dawn. Why they didn't for Path of Radiance? Quest isn't as good as mine. Anyway, I mean, guess this is as good as mine. It's not that bad, Gotri. Beast, man, beast. What are you talking about, Shannon? What is this bullshit? Laguz. Yeah, well, whatever. Subhumans. That doesn't sound good at all. Great. We've barely started and already people are trying to kill us. Nah, they're a little too interested in Alencia. Yeah, we don't want everyone to die, right? Of course, take all the big guns away. Should be relatively easy, right? Gallia border. Here we are. There's a nice river. And some bridges. Shit. Yeah, okay. Or we could not go with that plan. Yeah, let's do that. And you too. Don't fucking do anything stupid. Or, you know, don't let yourselves be seen. I like my explanation better. Alright then. So they told me, basically, to stay in the thicket and get down here and proceed from this way. But I don't want to do that, so I'm not going to do that. I know what you're thinking. Why would you ignore that tactic? Because it's slow and boring and dull. I don't care if it's the if it's the correct tactic or the better tactic, I'm not doing that shit. So we're just gonna go in and hope for the best. Besides, this is a surprise attack. No one saw me coming. Oh man, I just remembered something. Speaking of staying undercover, what chapter is this? Like 6? 5? Oscar, you are a legend! Chapter 10. I'm gonna be so grumpy during chapter 10. I think I'm gonna edit out like all that chapter or something because wow. So we're just gonna go from chapter 9 to chapter 11. Because chapter 10 sucks. I do believe it's called Prisoners. And it's... man, I don't even know what to say about it. It's a chapter in this game, alright, that's what I'll say. And there he goes. Bring it, bitch! I have mage backup. So there's not much to say about this chapter other than it's pretty slow. I mean, it can be pretty slow. Like, if I did it the way that they were suggesting to do it, it's really slow. Because characters' movement in thickets is, you know, not as good if they were just not in the thicket. So it takes a while to get from where you start to the left. And I honestly don't think I've ever played the level that way. I never really saw the point. So I would always do it this way, where I just spring out and start taking bitches out as soon as possible. A poleaxe. That's a nice looking weapon. Can I have it? Alright, the sooner I can get Soren and Riss out of that fucking thicket, the better. Right, yeah, poleaxes are good against mounted knights. Not that it matters too much because he's dead now, so... Oh, I was actually joking when I said it, when I was asking if I could have the weapon. I didn't think they'd actually give it to me, but thank you! It'll be put to better use in my hands than it ever would in yours. Yeah, Myrmidons are pretty fast, so I'm not surprised that I couldn't attack him more than once. That's a pretty loud sound, like seriously. I love it. Nice job, Riss. Always important to increase weapon ranks all around. Then again, I've always only ever increased the weapon rank of the main weapon that people use. Whenever it comes to the secondary or third weapon, I'd never do too well with it. In terms of increasing it to, like, up ranks. It's always difficult. Because they're always primarily equipped with their primary weapon, you don't really see much point to swapping them out to the other one. I mean, I assume you would if you want to have the advantage of the weapons triangle on your side, you know, like, oh, the sword won't work here, let's swap to the lance or something. I don't do that. It's like, I know Fire Emblem games are strategy games. I don't really delve as deep into the strategy part of Fire Emblem as you would think I do. I mean, I do, just not as much. I'm more of a let's get out there and fuck people up until I'm in trouble type of person. And then it's when I'm in trouble that I realize, shit, I gotta try something different. So, Prisoners, I'm gonna talk about it now, even though it's pretty far away. Prisoners is... Man, it's just so dumb, I hate it so much. But Prisoners has, someone actually wrote a fact on GameFAQs of how to beat Prisoners without getting spotted. Basically, they give you a turn-by-turn thing of where to put everybody. And I did it. Oh my gosh, it was one of the most... Oh wow, I was so frustrated and bored of it. Prisoners is a mistake. That's really all I can say about it. The only good thing about it is what you get after you beat it. Anyway, this chapter. There's really not much to say about this chapter. It's pretty simplistic. They give you that opportunity to stay undercover, or you could not do that. Either way, you're fine. Anyway, I've been watching The Amazing World of Gumball like crazy for like the last month or so. Man, that's a good show. It's a lot more fun than I thought it would be. You know, I mean, I don't watch a lot of cartoons. I mostly everything I watch nowadays is live action. You know, like Arrow, Flash, all that shit, you know? I'm always into the live action things. There's just not a lot of cartoons that interest me on TV right now. There's a few that I keep hearing from people that are like, oh my gosh, these are so awesome. But it's just, they look stupid. And they just don't sound interesting to me, so I don't watch them. But, whatever. Gumball's fun, and it's dumb, and it's short and bite-sized. Because there's so many times where I do not feel like watching a 20-minute episode of Kamen Rider or whatever. For whatever reason. I'm like, I want something smaller. And so I just... Gumball, 10 minutes. Each one's 10 minutes. Done and out. They end quicker than some Game Grumps episodes. And more happens in them than in Game Grumps episodes from time to time. Can I tilt the map? Yeah, I can. Yeah. That really does nothing but make... What in the world? Huh, that makes it really interesting to move around. The map icon, you know. I mean the little selector icon. Because it's still tied to left, right, up, down, but now it's at an angle, so it feels weird. Nice work, Ike. I always appreciate criticals. I don't care when they come on, they're the best things ever. At this point, I'm just waiting for him to become level 20 because apparently he's already almost there. I feel like I'm doing good in terms of everyone else's levels. Just need to keep them at relatively good numbers. 11, 7. I really need to help Boyd out. Wow, really? You're just gonna run away? That's just sad. Wow, this guy's a bit sturdier than I expected him to be. Or maybe it's just because Boyd's slow. Whatever the reason, he's dead. Yeah, all of a sudden I don't feel too confident about where I put my people. Alright, there's 2 of them coming this way, so I gotta watch for them. I really should have put Boyd out there too, so that he can get some more experience, because... Did I just say E-experience? Whatever. Yeah. He's a priest, so he has resistance. Where are you going? I was so waiting for him to attack me. I forgot that they do that, like little bitches. They run away until they're fully healed, and then they come back. They're like, now I'm here. Miss me. Yeah, Boyd desperately needs some levels because I can't have him missing like that so much. It's only barely okay the first few times. I just can't have him missing because he needs the EXP, and if he misses, he doesn't get that much. There we go. This is strong against your armor. Sorry, big dude. You deserved it. You were in my way. So yeah, has anyone ever heard of Rizzoli's Pizza? I know it seems really random, but that's this awesome place that we started getting some food from not too long ago. Granted, we've ordered like about, I want to say 7 or 8 of their menu items. I don't exactly know how many. And we've yet to order a single one of their pizzas. For all we know, their pizzas could be terrible, but given how good their subs and calzones are that I've had, and their french fries, highly doubt that their pizzas are bad. I'm excited to try their pizza. Yeah, I mean, it's Florida. I'm in Florida. It's not too far from where I actually am. Like 6 minutes away, obviously, since, you know, we get delivery. But, yeah, it's funny. I never heard about it before. I got a letter. I mean, I think I pick up the mail most of the time, and I got it, and they had the menu from the place in there. And I'm like, what's this? A pizza place? And I started reading the menu. I'm like, oh, this looks good. And then my sister came home and I was like, "Hey, check this out!" And she looked at it, and then we got subs from there actually. The first time, just ordered subs. I like talking about food. Food's good. Oh, you're so dead. Another one? Nah, okay. That's fine. I thought he was gonna activate Adept again and then do 4 hits. Granted, he would never have gotten that 4th hit off, but you know, it's the principle of the matter. I thought so. Yeah, that guy has a crit chance. I don't like that. At least he has a crit chance on Boyd. Anyone else? I don't know. I should have given that javelin from Godfrey to Oscar. Alright, he does have a javelin. Cool. And I'll just stay over here. Alright, I'm not gonna kill that guy with anyone else because I want Boyd to get that EXP. There we go. Nice one, Boyd. Keep it up. You need it. I was trying to come up with some like really complicated way to do thumbnails because I didn't just want to do the thumbnails for this LP being the title of the game and the number, like it has been for Paper Mario. Granted, the Paper Mario one and Days of Ruins one looks more interesting. This is just the logo. I don't know. I couldn't think of anything else, and I didn't want to make one. I was lazy, so I'm like, I guess it doesn't really matter. Same with the end slate. I was gonna try something more interesting with the end slate, but I don't think anyone offers transparency of the character art from this game. I try to manually go in and remove all the white, but it leaves obviously some white specks in the little corners of like characters' outfits and stuff. And taking those out is really hard, and even when they're gone, it's pretty noticeable that there's nothing there and it leaves like this gap. I don't know. Anyway, I really want some pizza now. Or I'll have to wait a few days. Anyway, I had some food already anyway, so I'm good. I should be good. But what am I gonna do when I'm done here? I don't know. Anyway, so, like I said, I don't know when these Path of Radiance episodes are coming out. If you're watching them now, they're out now. But me, right now, I have no clue when I'm supposed to fucking air these. I will say this though, I think Path of Radiance and Paper Mario are going to have inverse issues where I can't record one or the other. Because Paper Mario, once again, is on a different system than what I'm using to record this game. So, that's cool. Sure, let's do this. Let's go. Bring it. Emil. You know, Emil, you deserve this for being one of the worst protagonists in any video game ever. Tales of Symphonia Dawn of the New World had the worst hero ever. Fuck you, Emil. And everything that you think you represent. Yeah, you also will not get any content of a good Game Pass because your game sucked. Seriously, Dawn of the New World, in my opinion, no, Dawn of the New World is the worst game I've ever played. It was not enjoyable or entertaining in the least. Such a mediocre follow-up to Tales Symphonia. So bad. Oh, I didn't want to heal him. What can you do, Boyd? All or nothing! All or nothing! Let's go! Boyd! 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 I tried. I wasn't really so surprised as much as I was disappointed. We can finish him off this way, though. Soren! 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 Nailed it! Sure! Yeah, totally. What was up with that guy? Oh. There it is. I guess his music only comes up when you, when there are no enemies left, which I guess explains a lot, I think. I don't know. Have some more EXP, Wrist. You need to level up, seriously. Bye-bye. Wrist. What level is Wrist anyway? Okay. Wrist, come on. Don't just stand there. We left them behind. No. Yeah, we made it somehow. I know. Well, you made it because I'm awesome. They'll most likely be fine, right? Or are we? So we're just gonna send the tiny girl and the princess of importance into Gallia all by themselves? That doesn't sound like a good strategy at all. See, that's why Soren comes up with the plans. Which, by the way, when Soren died, when I lost Soren that one playthrough, he didn't actually die. Because he's so important to the story, they kind of need him. You just can't use him. He, like, retreated, I think is the term. Yeah, sure, whatever, Boyd. Yay, we got a Mensa. Nailed it. We'll be fine. I think. Yeah, we are pretty awesome. Sounds like a plan. Alright, and that brings us to the end of another exciting installment in this game that I love so much. So, yeah, I think that's also at the end of this recording session. So all these episodes up until this point were done at once. That's cool. I actually forgot how long this game is. I think I know. I think I know how many chapters there are. I have a number in my head, I think that's it. But regardless, I know I can finish it because I've finished it 15 times before, so it shouldn't be too hard. It's only a matter of whether someone dies because I make a stupid mistake or not. But we'll see that when we see that. So, until next time, hasta